Try your hardest. What?
It's a dunch.
Dunch. Dunch.
Welcome to the Hardly Heroes.
I like Linner better.
I do like Linner.
On the rooftop, double H in the night sky. For the sidekicks we fight, for the right crosses we go. For the ninjas we injure.
What about Kurt Plum?
From crime alleys to radioactive insects, genetic mutations. Weapon X rejects are infinite. Ursa in crisis, the walls are civil, the secret. Here come Buddy
And
Aaron, blaring through your speakers. Yeah, Hardly Heroes. It's clobbering time.
Welcome to Hardly Heroes, a podcast dedicated to movies, TV, and everything geek related. I'm your host, Buddy.
And I am Aaron. Welcome to NPR.
Welcome, guys.
This isn't sponsored by NPR.
No.
We're not part of the NPR network.
We're just feeling a little NPR-ish.
Yeah. You know, get that mood a-flowing.
Yeah, we wanted to bring you down so we could bring you back up.
Oh.
You like that? Up.
I don't like the pop. No more
You don't like
pops. Stop with the pop.
What about a
Even worse.
Betty up?
I don't know what that could be racist, and I don't even know if it is. I'm just going to move on.
Next question.
Next. Who else is here?
Logan is here. The Groot, the tree, the always super tall.
What? The tallest man alive?
Yes.
I am here. I do speak Groot. I don't speak whatever it was that Buddy was speaking earlier, though.
Right.
I don't know. I don't know what that was.
Betty up! Help!
No.
Oh, dear.
I feel like
No,
I'm
you guys
encouraging it
weren't feeling
more.
Yes, exactly.
Sorry.
So, how are we doing this evening?
Oh, my gosh. I'm great.
I am doing pretty good.
All right. Thanks, Larry David.
Hey, you know, what can I say? He's awesome.
Is he?
Yes.
Is he awesome?
Have you watched Curb?
No.
Have you watched Seinfeld?
Yes.
Have you watched Clear History? Exactly.
Okay.
Point made. Checkmate.
Oh, dear.
All right. So, I don't know if you guys know, but I got to go to something pretty
Come
cool
on, man.
this weekend.
What was that?
We actually, are we going to get into this right off the bat? Or were you trying to save it?
Why don't you tell us what it is, and we'll see if we're going to get into it.
I wanted to talk about the Hardly Heroes fan experience X2.
I would love to. Please tell me more.
You mean Hardly Heroes Fan Experience Light?
X2.
Times 2.
Okay.
Do?
So,
Part do?
yeah, let's just paint this picture.
Ooh.
I get
Watercolors?
a text message.
Oh, my gosh.
Message on Friday around 5:30.
Yeah.
And it says, call me after you get off work.
Right.
From our tree, the Groot, tallest man alive, Logan.
Thank you.
So I call him, and he's like, you're not going to believe what is going on at IMAX downtown Sacramento on K Street.
Special movie event, Mulan, in IMAX for the first time.
No, it's live action.
That's not out yet.
No, people are just role-playing it.
Oh, it's like a play.
A play,
Yeah,
exactly.
Got it. Stage play.
Yeah. No, that didn't happen, but Aaron wishes. So he told me that they were playing, IMAX was playing every Marvel movie
Right.
in order at IMAX Memorial Day weekend. Or
Just about.
Labor Day.
20 movies? I think 20. They played 20 of them.
It was pretty much all of them nearly in order.
They played Edward Norton's Hulk.
Yeah.
You could have watched that. Nobody did, I bet, but you could have watched it.
They may have.
I think
It's
some
pretty
people
awesome.
did.
But they played Avengers 1.
Oh.
Just Avengers
Right.
on Friday at 4,
Sure.
I think. So
Yeah.
that one passed before I even realized what was happening. And
Well,
I don't know how we didn't know this was going
Well,
I
on.
and
know, I'm upset
And
about
that's the thing is, I mentioned it. Remember, we were talking about it on Thursday last show, and I said, what did I say? I said, what was playing that I was confused about? There was Winter Soldier. It was Winter Soldier was playing
Yes.
at IMAX. I'm like, why is Winter Soldier randomly playing on
so
Saturday
mad I missed that.
or whenever it was? And and then he came back on Friday and said, no, they're all playing.
Yeah, so he told me that he bought 16 tickets to Avengers Infinity War
As you do.
and was like, let's put it out to the listeners and see if they want to go.
I just felt like Hardly Heroes was going to want to go to this.
Man,
like this, our
sidekicks.
The sidekicks are going to want to go out to this together.
And you know what I'm glad about? I'm glad that so many of our regulars came. We had Bird. We had Brandon. We had Goat. Oh, none of them went?
Curtis?
Yeah, that's what I meant. Curtis, too.
What about Manny?
Yeah. Oh, Manny. Did Manny go, too? I thought I said. No, Manny didn't go either.
Wow.
What are these? You know, they say they're our best sidekicks, our villains, some of them. But no, none of them showed up.
None
But
of
you know
them.
what? That's what's so great is that Hardly Heroes transcends all of this, and we had a group of I think like 14,
There's
15,
Yeah.
something like this. That just like basically, we figured that we found out on Friday, just threw it out there, and then had a whole bunch of people show up to see Infinity War
Right.
on IMAX at the Esquire IMAX Theater.
Downtown
Sacramento at 7 on Monday night on Labor Day.
But there's one sidekick that I am most very, or sorry, that was almost a buddyism. I am super disappointed in because this sidekick should have been there for real and is always at all the events and is probably our best sidekick.
Oh,
Sonny didn't make it.
that's
Sonny did not make it to this movie event, and that is bull because he went to the OG Infinity War.
well. That's probably good though. I
Yeah.
mean, he went to the main one. Yes, he was. He didn't make it. Not
But
his
we
fault
had-
though. Not
we
his
had
fault.
multiple people asked to take a picture with Sonny, not just Hector, but new listener to
Sure.
the Hardly Heroes. Are we going to mention his name? Philippe.
Philippe.
So thank you for not showing up, Sonny.
Yeah.
So-
it's not his fault.
I'm
He,
a little
he had
upset about
he had transportation issues.
His Visa card ran out.
His Uber didn't show up.
Oh, okay.
That's true. And I feel, well, I think that like there may be some people may
Right.
be thinking that certain
Sure.
people hold more responsibility for
All-
Sonny not being there than other people.
Wow, this is getting really vague.
But such person may want to remind other people that they could have reminded said person to give Sonny a ride to the
Man,
event.
can I just? This sounds really passive aggressive,
It is.
and I think
Thank you for identifying that because that was exactly the tone that I was going
I think it's
for.
going right towards you, buddy.
Oh, it's definitely is.
Because
I was feeling a little like the passive aggressiveness coming
right.
at
No.
me.
I get it.
So I just kicked it up
And
to
once
an
again-
11 and flipped it
Once
back
again,
around.
on Monday, I wasn't the one who mentioned it to you. Buddy mentioned it to you, saying that you effed up. I just agree. Yeah, Sonny's not here.
The truth is, I went, oh man, you know
He
who
said
should
it.
be here is Sonny.
Sonny. Oh,
And just in case we have any new listeners
Right.
today, like please go to hardlyheroes.com and go to the About section.
Oh.
And you can see a lot of our just recurring characters and people that we talk about. And Sonny the Indian Viking is one. We had a flat version of him that came to the Hardly Heroes Avengers Infinity War fan experience with us that you can see
true.
a video of on YouTube.
correct. Search Hardly Heroes
So,
on YouTube.
yeah, a lot
And
of
remember to tell your friends all about
Come
this
on.
show and make them feel a lot more
That
fun that they can have friends like this and hang out with and go to movie events. I win one of the cones of Dunshire.
that was cheap, and you know it.
That was cheap, but I still won.
So you
But-
know what? Then why don't let's commit? Let's take a picture with Sonny tonight
Right.
to
I
make
was,
it up to him.
Yeah.
I was
We'll
going to
put it on
ask you
Instagram.
guys if we could, and I'm opening it up to you guys. See what
You're
you think.
paying for us to go to Norway. The answer's yes. Let's go, Logan. Woo!
Well, after you blew up my eardrums,
I blew up my own too.
so
Norway.
Norway.
All right.
No.
Sorry.
So what I want to do is I wanted to see if you guys would be open to
Are you trying to tell a secret?
the backside of our Sonny
Heyo.
putting Johnny on the other side so people could pick who they want to take pictures with.
That's not bad.
I don't know how Sonny feels about Johnny being on his
Why
backside.
It's why you could have both of them. Like why
Oh.
can't Johnny and Sonny?
I thought it'd be easier to carry only one instead of two.
That's true. That's a good point.
All right.
I was just thinking to save space.
Right. Yeah, because those things are super thick. Like, they're just the biggest thick things.
Well, Logan usually rides his bike to every event, so trying to carry
much
two.
as possible. That's true. That is very true.
Just set him down. Just set him down in the guest chair. Come on.
Sorry.
There you go. Thanks, Sonny.
It's a good point. We are traveling more.
Hey, did I tell you I've
we're-
had a request from Sonny to change the picture? And I said,
No.
never. It will be this picture forever until you come to America and change it yourself.
Oh, I love that movie. Eddie Murphy.
Coming to America.
So great.
Great. But, big shout out to those guys. Those guys have been really pumping.
But yeah, so about the Monday movie event,
Uh-huh.
right? So Logan mentioned this on Friday, right?
Yes.
And I was like, oh, cool. You got 16 tickets. He did that. I think you did that for Ant-Man and the Wasp. You did that for some other movie. And you bought them, and you could return them or whatever, exchange, whatever.
Yes.
So I was like, okay, well, maybe it's probably not going to be a thing. So I didn't think about it. And then all of a sudden, I look in this text messages, and then it's like, oh, there's only a couple tickets left. And I'm like, oh, great. I thought this was just a little thing, and now it's a show thing. I just didn't realize. So I didn't think I was even going to go. And then all of a sudden, there's 15 people coming, and then I had to go.
See what happens, sidekicks? If you rally, you force Sprinkles
to be
out of the
social.
house where he has to because he knows the fury that will become him otherwise.
Big shout out to Hector bringing some new people
Yeah.
to the show and showing them what Hardly Heroes is all about.
I saw a whole bunch of new faces. It was great.
Yeah, Logan told me to fill the seats, and that's what I did. Filled the seats.
And there's some random little girl, she just walked in from the street.
Yeah, we found her, and she was, she's like, I like Avengers, and we're like, you want to go
Cool,
see
come
them?
on over. No, that's not
Didn't
what
give
happened.
her any candy.
That's
though.
not what happened.
No.
We did not steal a little girl.
No. My buddy brought his little daughter. But I was really happy with the turnout, and especially that it was a whole new group of people that, usually don't hang out. And, I mean, I feel bad that those people had to meet Aaron, but, whatever.
Most of them already had met me. It was only like 4 or 5.
And big faux pas on Manny. Manny bailed on us the last day.
Well, I got to see a guy I haven't seen since I was like 15, 16. Aaron came, and I haven't seen him in forever.
Yeah, Aaron, the guitar player of NRB and Then. The actual person that was there when he burned Aaron's Limp Bizkit hat.
Yeah.
You know what? Everyone can't be there all the time.
No, it's true.
This was a pop-up Hardly Heroes event that we just threw out on Friday.
I just like to give our listeners a hard time.
I know.
Here's the question. Was Manny confirmed and then deconfirmed? Because
Yes.
he was on a list.
He was.
He was on a list of 16, and then he was off said list.
Called into work on Monday. He told me, but I mean, he could have made it there afterwards.
It's true.
Just saying.
Logan was late.
I mean, yeah, waiting. Everybody was waiting on Logs.
Was he? No, I think Logan was.
Oh, was he
exactly
late because
on
he
time.
Didn't-
brought Sonny?
No. He didn't bring Sonny. Look, man, I don't want to get on your bad side. You're bigger than me, so I'm just gonna stay silent now.
What do you mean? You were making fun of his legs earlier. You're like,
No,
your shorts
whoa.
are too short.
I wasn't making fun of his legs. Logan has very nice legs, but the
My
way
shorts aren't too short. There's just too much leg. All right.
yeah, it's not
Those
his
tall
fault.
Gams.
Yeah. Did you say yams?
Gams.
Oh, gams. Sorry.
Gams and yams.
Got it. I got some yams. He's got some gams.
Exactly.
Look, I haven't worked out in a little bit. I skipped leg
What
day.
happened?
I don't want to talk about it.
Because I was
all
kind of
right.
hoping
No,
that somebody would ask you for a koozie. I
nobody
waited
did.
for that day.
Nobody did.
I'm going to rescue you fools and all of the listeners with some news here that was actually suggested to us by one of our favorite listeners, Indian Viking.
Oh,
So
He's getting a
this
lot
was-
of run on this show.
thanks, Sonny.
This is an article that he sent us from fandom.com about why Terminator 6 might succeed where the other sequels have failed. So Terminator's not like we gotta, we talk about superhero stuff quite a bit. It's very, it's in the media all the time. It's big news. Terminator, I really like a lot. I don't feel like we discuss very much. I'm just curious, before we go too much into Terminator 6, what do you guys feel about Terminator in general as a franchise?
I'm kind of hot and cold about it. Is that a term? Hot and cold? I'm kind of
Lukewarm.
Lukewarm. That's what it is. I just don't care. Like I think I watched them when I was a kid, but
Well, are you lukewarm because you had the different movies and you had like really hot, and then cold, and that made lukewarm, or was it a bunch of lukewarm all mixed together?
I don't think I was the hugest Terminator fan when I was a kid. Like I remember liking them, but then they went away, and I never saw Genesis, and I never saw the one with Emilia Clarke. I just didn't see them because I heard.
What was the one with Christian Bale? Serenity or
No, that's a different movie. Serenity's the
That's Firefly.
that's Firefly.
yeah, that's what.
No, Genesis is the one with Christian Bale.
Yeah.
That was
that's
where
right.
I never
checked
saw that.
out. It really irritated me because they had built his character to be the Resistance and all.
And that's the movie where Christian Bale flipped out on like an AD or something.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
remember Family Guy did it.
through the la-da-da-da-da.
Did you see Family Guy?
Yeah, it's great.
Oh my god, it's so funny.
It's the best.
So I like that. I was a huge Arnold fan when I was growing up, especially
your
just
favorite?
like through high school. My favorite Arnold movie.
Yeah. I thought it was gonna be Total Recall.
I think
3 boobs.
I think Commando, probably. If you're going to put me on the spot and you're going to make me choose right away, I think it's Commando. That just is the epitome of all Arnold movies to me.
Jingle all the way.
Anyway, but so I was a huge Arnold fan in general, so I love the Terminator. And when like there was Terminator, when Rise of the Machines came out, I was super pumped.
Yeah.
And it was a little bit of a letdown. It wasn't that great. And they came out with another one after that where Arnold was a Terminator again. And it had What's-Her-Bucket from...
What's Her Eyebrows?
Yeah,
What's
right.
Her Bucket?
From Game of Thrones.
Oh,
Emilia Clarke.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right, yeah. So she was... which I actually bought that one on
I
the
don't
little
like her
Apple
with
Movies
brown
thing. And I
hair.
still haven't watched it.
Don't be...
Him in savoring movies.
No, I just
Savor-
haven't. It's just because I just haven't really cared that much. It just
Savor the
it's
flavor.
like Terminator's kind of gone a lot of many different directions.
I get that it is Arnold and they don't, but it's time to move past him and try.
But it's a
something.
decent storyline though that you can make a universe around this and make
Yeah,
it
yeah.
interesting. I think.
No, the
right?
world is ripe for the pickings.
Right. So
but it just... they have to
Nothing
make-
will ever beat Terminator 2.
You can't say that.
so
That's like saying there will never be a better basketball player than Michael Jordan. No, there will be. There's going to be better movies than other movies, buddy. It's a thing. Grow up.
No.
why this article is interesting, I think, and why Sonny forwarded this to us is so the title of this
People's
from
eyebrow.
fandom.com is Why Terminator 6 Might Succeed Where Other Sequels Have Failed. All right. So I want to read the basic opinion of this and see kind of what you guys think and see if it makes you optimistic the way that it did for me.
I would love to hear.
So it's 3 main things in my opinion. One is the return of Linda Hamilton.
Right.
As a continuation of the story following the events of Terminator 2, Miller's Terminator film ignores the events of every sequel thereafter. The journey she's been on since blowing up Cyberdyne Systems is sure to have been a thrilling one, and we hope to learn more about how it will inform her actions in the upcoming sequel.
Right.
So, Linda Hamilton back.
The promotional stuff I've seen with her looks awesome. Like, it looks really good. And she looks badass. She still looks the part, but I don't know. I'm excited. I'm gonna.
So-
This is one I will see. I didn't see Genesis, and I didn't see Khaleesi v Terminator.
Whoa.
Yo.
Does that mean we're all going as a group?
Oh God.
I don't know. Let's find out. So, look, there's 3 items on here. I'd like to see if you guys want to give each of these items a shating
Right.
or
So
a boo.
the
So,
Lin-
Linda Hamilton
Shating.
is back.
Yeah.
That's a
Shating.
shating. Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you.
This one's a little loose, but it's still it is a fact nonetheless. Number 2, James Cameron back script. Terminator 6 represents the first Terminator movie following Judgment Day where James Cameron has had any proper involvement. He since played a small role with Terminator 6 in the form of story suggestions. That might not sound like much, but when you consider how poorly the likes of Rise of the Machines, Salvation, and Genesis understood the rules of the franchise's ethos, getting in the guy who started it all to approve of the story has to be a good idea.
I mean, I guess it's
Yeah, it's just how much of a hand does he really have in it? Because there's a whole different than directing it than just helping write the script.
Don't just go giving the shitting away
I'm not giving it away.
if it doesn't deserve it.
I don't think it deserves it.
I don't.
I think there's a lot of good writers out there, a lot of good writers that aren't stuck in a certain way that they feel or write in a. I don't know how.
And
you know what I'm saying?
guys got to remember, James Cameron is only thinking about Avatar.
Right, and going
It's true.
underwater in a submarine
Yeah.
for some stupid reason. That's
right.
it. No, so no shit. There you go. A wah.
Not a big
I'm
deal.
not saying
you,
it won't
you
help.
Tried.
Right.
I'm not saying
Sorry,
it won't
it didn't
help,
stick.
but it's not gonna make
Not
or
a great
break
fact.
it.
All right. Fact number 3. No pandering to previous films. When Terminator 6 hits screens, the franchise will erase the timeline from Rise of the Machines onward, making it highly likely we'll retrieve a true sequel to Terminator 2 Judgment Day. The series devotees so desperately deserve.
I have a hard time with that.
That's all I got.
I have a hard
That wasn't
time
bad.
with that.
No, that was good.
That was pretty good.
You
Terminator
did-
2 harmonizing,
mine.
I feel like.
Mine was easy. My part was easy. Yours was the hard part.
Sorry, buddy. Next time we do a theme song, you'll get in, all right?
Yeah, sure.
We'll get there.
I don't know. I'm not too keen about it because it's just like what X-Men tried to do. They're jumping back and forth and messing around. It's like, where do they go from here then?
Right.
No, so what they're saying, though, and why I have hope for this, is they're going, look, Terminator 1, awesome. Terminator 2, awesome. The rest, no. So you can just eject the
Yes.
rest of that from your brain. And this is where we're going to start from. If you
Yeah.
want to come with us, you can.
Yeah, but where do you go from there after this third one?
I guess we'll find out, buddy. We're not talking about.
Do they
from
just
there.
never bring up those again and just keep going after that?
I would imagine.
It's just,
Yeah.
it's the story is very Matrix-like.
And they can fix this, unlike how Matrix didn't fix theirs. Like they can fix
The first one was
the world.
so good.
It was. Second one was great too. I don't care what anybody says.
Third one was terrible.
Third one wasn't that good.
Terrible.
So look. I'm gonna keep on going with your timeline here, but I do want to talk about DMV.
Okay.
It has to be talked about.
Jeez.
Yeah.
This is Aaron. Throw it in whenever you know what. Just sprinkle it on in there.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know
What do you
I feel
got?
like you've
How about this?
derailed the show already.
What do you got
Nobody
ne-
wants
what,
to know.
What do you got next on the list?
What I have is hold on.
Yeah, thank you.
Crinkle, crumple, crumple.
We got real paper here, guys. That's a fact.
I have
killing trees.
He's not killing. He's recycling.
Aaron.
He recycles.
Aaron has a story from his visit to the DMV.
That's not what he has.
That's exactly what I have on my list.
Let's go DMV.
Okay, so I need to preface this story with there's been a lot of bad press about the DMV recently, right? Long wait times, just a miserable time to go there in general. Have you guys been to the DMV? And I'm not trying to make this a comedy skit. Like, I'm really not. It's just funny.
I really feel like he's doing stand-up.
What's the deal with the DMV?
Your DMV experience is very dependent on which DMV you choose. I'm curious which DMV your story is about.
So
Remember, we're based in California.
Right, we're based out of Sacramento. Let's be more specific, because I didn't go down to like LA DMV. I didn't do that.
Who knows?
No, I know. I know. I'm telling the story.
Oh, I'm
So
surprised.
this will be
Right.
actually an interesting experience
Yeah.
for a Californian versus someone like a Norwegian.
Norwegian. Yeah.
That I mean,
Norwegian.
obviously, it's like we have to like drive our cars around and the sun is shining. Whereas for them, they're basically snowshoeing and skiing everywhere
like
all
the-
the time.
Well, there's only
you can't
50
drive at all.
There's
right?
only 50 people live in Norway anyway.
Right,
so-
it's true.
And I mean, 3/4
This
of them
is
listening to
the
Hardly Heroes.
cultural reach out of Hardly Heroes is just describing this is what it's like to live in
Right?
the United
Don't
States.
they just
and
walk around in
California.
those wooden shoes or whatever?
Yeah,
Right?
snowshoes.
That's everybody. No, the clogs, the wooden,
Oh, yeah.
the wooden shoes.
Look,
Anyway,
I learned
like
everything I
clogging?
need to know about Norway from going to Disneyland. All right, I have ridden the Matterhorn bobsleds.
Makes sense.
I have ridden It's a Small World.
Yep.
That's all I need to know, right?
Perfect.
And
true.
and I have listened to Hardly Heroes.
Boom.
Got it.
Okay.
Do you have one shoe? Two shoes.
No,
Or
another
no,
shoe.
no, another shoe.
So I went to
DMV.
the Mac Road DMV.
Oh,
I looked online to see the wait times because the one in Davis, the wait time for I didn't have an appointment, by the way. That's another thing.
Oh, okay. That's
Bad
a key
idea.
factor.
Ask for it.
The one in Davis only had like a 30-minute wait.
Wow.
But I wasn't fixing to drive to Davis today. How are you guys doing with your drinks there, guys? You have never done that simultaneously. Sorry.
Well, your story was getting a little boring.
So I went to Mac Road, right? And I've been told that I'm going to have the worst time. It's going to be just garbage. I'm going to be miserable the whole time.
Uh-huh.
So I waited like an hour and a half. It was fine. It was actually very pleasant. I got to be myself. No kids. Nobody around me. Just hanging out.
Just farting in his chair.
I didn't fart. In my
Living
chair.
the dream.
Sitting in his own brand.
Yep.
So I go in.
Just stewing in it.
They call my number. G167.
They're
Two.
like, listen, you smell, sir.
Right.
We got to get you in now.
Come on. In and out. In and out. So
That's what a hamburger's all about. I haven't got laughed that good in a while.
I almost had In and Out today.
DMV.
So I go up to the thing and she's like, oh, okay, well, it's going to be $20-something. I'm like, fine. Oh, okay, well, here you go. You got it paid for. So you're just going to go right over there and take a test. I had to take a test, like the permit test. And this has to be a side story. Do you remember how many times I took the permit test when I was 16, buddy?
8.
8 times. You could only take
I can't believe I still remember that.
I think it was 6 or 8. It was 6 or 8. But I took
8.
it the max amount of times a 15-year-old could take the permit test. I never passed it when I was 15. You know what that means when you're 15? You have to wait to get your license until you're 18 years old.
And he had a car waiting for him.
I had a
too.
car when I was 14. Couldn't drive it until I was 18.
Oh, my God.
So she was like, yeah. And I was so happy at the DMV. I was the happiest person at the DMV today.
Until you realize you had to
Right
take a
when she
test.
was like, okay, so go over there and you're going to take the test automatically. Clammy hands, sweating, right? It was bad. Like, so bad.
Oh, I love it.
So I go over and I go, I need to take a test because I'm like a 16-year-old right now, even though I'm 32 years old. And they're like, okay, come over here. So I go and it's, first of all,
Why
it's
do
on-
you have to take a test?
I don't know. I haven't renewed my license in over 10 years. So that might be a thing.
I didn't know
I never
they
have
do
had
that.
I never had an accident or anything. I don't know. So, anyways, they don't do it on paper anymore either. It's on a computer.
Does that freak you out?
And they tell you right away on the computer if you failed.
Oh, please
It's not
tell
like-
me you failed. Please
it's
tell
not
me you
like-
failed. Please tell me you failed.
It's not like if you like back in the day when I took it the first time, you could miss 8 questions, right? And the lady in front of me missed 9, right? And then the lady was like, "Oh, did you mean this instead of this?" Yeah, that's what I meant. And then she passed the lady in front of me. I missed 9 the first time I took it. And then she didn't say, "Did you mean this or this?" She failed me right there.
Yes!
No,
I love
that
this
was when I
lady.
was 15, not now. I'm still telling the story.
Dang it.
So you can miss 8 on this little computerized test. 18 questions. I can miss 3. Okay? Did I say miss 8? I can miss 3 out of 18.
Oh, out of the new one.
So I can't miss 4. If I miss 4, I fail. If I miss 3, I pass. I go around. Question 5, miss. It's okay. I still got a 2-question buffer.
Oh, and it tells you right there
Yes.
you missed it. Pressure's on.
So I missed one. And I'm sweating. I'm just profusely sweating at this
I love
moment.
this.
So, but I got 2 more left. I
I
got
would have
2
paid
wrong
to
answers.
watch this. Paid.
It was
It tells you as you're going.
right as I click it. It says, you know, it's basically like the Family Feud buzzer.
This
it shocks
This
him.
is ridiculous.
Yeah.
This is set up like a game show.
It's
I
so
love it.
stressful.
I wish I could watch.
It added to the stress so bad. Like, and I can't make this. Like, I'm not exaggerating any of this. I hope everybody knows this.
I love it.
It's really pretty ridiculous if you think like this sound like if he told me this is a Black Mirror episode that
Right.
I dreamed,
Yeah.
I would believe it. No, this is just when he went to the DMV today.
Okay, so question 5, I didn't get it. So I'm down 1 question. I got 2 left. 2 wrong answers I can get. Question 10, miss it.
Ooh.
Oh, those Family Feud X's are just coming up like crazy. So question 16 out of 18, I miss it.
So you're at the deadline.
So I have 2 questions left. no lifelines, right?
You're out. No phone a friend.
I can't do nothing. I can't pull out my phone because I don't want to get kicked out. And I do 17, and I click it, and then the computer freezes. I'm not kidding. It freezes for like 10 seconds, and I'm like, oh no, God, no. I passed it with the 17th question.
Oh, okay.
18th question, I was actually really concerned because it was phrased really weird, and my anxiety was through the roof. I was sweating bullets. My back was like, you could see my back sweat. It was bad. Okay, it was so
and you
bad.
weren't sweating at all before.
I was cool, calm, and collected. I was like, cool. I'm gonna have to pay like $26, get my license renewed. It'll be easy peasy, right? 18. I took the Mac. I could take like 5 minutes on one question. I was like, okay, I'm reading this. I think I read that question 10 times.
Jeez.
I passed the gosh dang test, baby!
Dang it!
Woo!
I don't like it. I don't like it one bit.
Your boy, Sprinkles, is a legal driver again.
I don't like it.
So that was my story. It was...
Now that makes me wonder if when mine expires.
Better look, because I had no idea when mine expired until a few weeks ago.
Oh, 2021. I'm good.
Oh, pfft.
Under what circumstances do you need to take the test again?
That's what I want to know.
That's all. Like I said, I've never had any accidents.
I think I renewed mine when I got my motorcycle license.
Oh, but that's a different thing. You're not...
No, I know, but it gave me a new license because it comes with that certification.
Did you take a test?
For my motorcycle license.
Did you take a written test?
Yeah.
Oh, then you're probably right. Maybe
So it just,
you got another...
But it was all motorcycle stuff. It wasn't car stuff.
I hope you get it, man. I just hope you do.
2021, that's far away.
Man, there might be another president by then. They might even abolish the test in general. Who knows?
It was probably because you were bald in Yugoslavian that
And
they were like...
what sucks is I like my driver's license picture now. I was not prepared to take a new picture. This is how I look. This isn't driver's license picture taking material. This is like straight out of bed, haven't shaved. I look disheveled as crap.
You do look disheveled.
I don't even have glasses. I have bags in my eye. I looked like death. Logan, I'm done with my story. That was it. I had to vent. But other than that, I had a great DMV experience.
Oh, man, I really wish you would have failed. That'd
Why
have
would
been
you
so
say that?
great.
It's all right, though. You know,
The story would have been hilarious.
I hate you.
I know you do. It would have made for such good content on
No,
the show.
I don't care.
All we care about is show content.
No, all I care about is having a legal driver's license. Jerk.
I don't. How long was it expired for?
It was fine.
How long was it expired for?
It was fine, buddy. I'll tell you after the show.
So, in other tragic news, to go along with Aaron is still out there driving.
Now
Streets
legally.
of California is today.
Don't say it.
Burt Reynolds has died at the age of 82
Oh,
this
way
day
to bring it down.
in 2018.
This is true.
September 6, 2018. Burt Reynolds.
Yeah, I saw this morning. Dude, like, first of all, I didn't know how old he was.
84.
Yeah.
Right?
82.
82. So
Close enough. Yeah, I didn't realize he was that old. Like, I knew he was old, but I didn't realize he was that old. But he was looking real skinny, like real disheveled.
Yeah.
Not disheveled, but he was looking emaciated. So I feel bad. Like, I'm taking care of an 87-year-old
sad.
man. And, you know, I'm just kind of, now I'm thinking about my own mortality. You know what I'm saying? I could be Burt Reynolds.
So I found there was some.
you are about that age.
I hate you.
Comicbook.com had some cool stuff about Burt Reynolds with his passing today. So they found some commentary from him about how he turned down roles in Star Wars and James Bond.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
I heard about the Star Wars one. I didn't know about the James
wonder
So
who
it
he
says
would've
he
been.
passed on
Oh.
Han Solo
Come
in
on.
Star Wars and Batman in the 1960s television show and James Bond.
I would have been so down for a Burt Reynolds Han Solo. Like, I'm not saying I don't like Harrison Ford, but Burt Reynolds would have crushed Han
You
Solo.
know, Christopher Walken went out to be Han Solo as
He
well.
would not have been a good Han Solo.
Burt Reynolds is more of a Lando to me.
You know, you're right.
He's very suave.
I just
He's
see
not-
him like I see him as Lando.
He's not African American enough, though.
But Why does everything? Why does it always have to look? What? It's a person.
I'm just saying.
Crying out loud.
I like Billy D. Williams.
So the direct quote from Burt Reynolds is, "I don't think there's any actor who doesn't think he's made bad career choices." Reynolds said in an interview, "I was recently with my friend Clint Eastwood, who had most of the successful careers of all. We were laughing about the mistakes we made, and he talked about a couple of films he wished he hadn't made. I have a lot more than he does. You learn from it, though, and you learn to be a better actor."
Yeah, see, I kind of agree with him, but after the conversation Buddy just had, I kind of think this whole show is a bad career choice for me. Even though it's not a career, I'm just second guessing this whole thing for how rude Buddy is. It's just making me sick.
So good.
No, I mean, how many movies was he? He must have been in over 50, 60, 70 movies. Has to.
Probably more.
And TV.
So this says that he began taking over as one of Hollywood's top leading men in the late 1970s when he became the #1 box office attraction for 5 consecutive years.
Whew.
The actor became well known amongst audiences for his fun-loving, good old boy roles. His filmography includes Deliverance, Smokey and the Bandit, Cannonball Run, and Boogie Nights.
Do you want to know how many movies he was in?
Yes, please.
He was an actor for 186 films.
Whoa,
Director of
jeez.
14. A producer for 11.
Now,
and
granted,
wrote,
the 100
was a writer for 2.
The 168 could have been like his
186.
186 could have been like there's self, like he as himself. So it could have been like
Yeah, that's just what IMDb
But no,
says.
it's over 100. It's well over 100. It's crazy.
That's insane.
Yeah.
So he was supposed to appear in a Quentin Tarantino film coming up called Once Upon a Time in Hollywood alongside Leonardo DiCaprio, Brad Pitt, and
That's
Margot
also
Robbie,
shows.
but did not shoot his role yet, and
Yeah.
that film is scheduled to be released in 2019. So they're going to have to
Recast.
replace him in that movie. So I'm sure at the end of the credits, you'll see
in
a message to our friend,
right.
Burt Reynolds.
He's not our friend though. Like nobody knows him.
I'm sure he'll be Quentin Tarantino's friend.
Yeah,
Quentin
yeah.
was
Okay.
going to put that in his credits at
Yeah.
the end of his movie.
Oh God, yeah.
If Burt was supposed to be in it and died, Quentin's going to put that.
Probably.
All of Quentin Tarantino's movies are tributes to movies.
This is
And
true.
Burt Reynolds is movies.
Right. Well,
So-
he's really a person, but
Right, but I'm saying it's just like that's what kind of,
Yeah.
there was a time here when Burt Reynolds like
Was
the
king.
He was the movies. He was the biggest
Right.
movie star
yeah, no, that's true.
that there was,
It's true.
So it's like kind of passing of a titan.
Oh, yeah.
Sad day. I don't have anything else to say. I don't want to really tell a joke or anything because that'd be insensitive.
Yes, very.
Sorry. I just
Those are interesting characters though. I didn't realize that he was
I
gonna
didn't
go
know
out
that
for those.
either.
yeah.
I've been
Alright.
weird to see him as solo.
I would have
So-
liked it.
Let's bring it back forward a little bit
All right.
and talk about something that I feel like rather than, is timeless,
Oh.
like Burt Reynolds, maybe might have timed out at this point.
Hey-o!
I'm curious specifically kind of what Sprinkles thinks about this because The Walking Dead Season 9 premiere is coming up and the premiere is going to be nearly 90 minutes.
Yeah.
Aaron, how do you feel about this as I feel you are our Walking Dead expert?
True that.
And this has been a phenomenon for a while, and maybe has been tailing off. Would you say? Like, how do you feel about this? Is still going on? Tell us about it.
I think Walking Dead is trailing off a bit. Their viewership is down. I know last season it was the lowest viewership they've had since season 2 or 3, which is crazy because they weren't getting a lot of viewers in season 2, like comparatively to season 5 or 6. I didn't see any of last season. It was Negan's season last season, and I didn't see any of it. I love Jeffrey Dean Morgan, but after Glenn died, I watched, spoiler alert,
I feel like series, like really long running series, like you have to have a conversation with people
I'm
about
sorry.
it. I feel like that's all right. Like a new movie that just came out is
I
different.
normally
but
wouldn't
it's
have
like,
done that.
show.
That was
You know,
that was
it's
rude
just
of me.
like
I don't know. It's just I feel like shows run its course.
I'm gonna watch. I'll probably watch it when it's over. I'll watch the rest of it when it's done. When in the series finale on Netflix, I'll probably watch everything else. But yeah, it just there was too much going on, and after, like, there was a lot of news of people leaving, which there are, like, people are leaving the cast, and it's just not the same. And I know I like the comic. The comic is great. It's a really well written comic. And I know the TV show and the comic are two different things. Robert Kirkman has even said so. So it deviates from the comic a lot, and it certainly has in the last 2 seasons. But the way it deviated wasn't good to me. So it's just it didn't hold my interest as much as I'd hoped, because I'm down to watch Daryl be the main character if that is a thing. Like, if he can hold it and it's compelling to watch, I'll watch it. But it just didn't grab me last season. So, like I said, I'll watch it eventually.
Is it still on AMC?
Yeah,
it is. Yeah.
So, is this something where, like, AMC is like a cable channel? Like,
Correct.
would you just, like, basic cable? Like, if you get any
Yeah.
kind of package,
Yeah.
you probably get AMC.
It's basic cable. Yeah.
So, do they maybe just not even need this to be that good to
No,
be profitable
they
for
don't.
them? Where it was just, like, crazy. Like, for a while, AMC was just
Well, here's the thing: is
having
back in
huge
the day,
Christmas parties and stuff, but now it's fine.
no, they're still making a lot of money. And back in the day, like, they had Mad Men and Breaking Bad and Walking Dead.
They had 3 heavy hitters.
What sucks for them is
Oh,
AMC did not own Breaking Bad and did not own Mad Men.
They only owned Walking
Sony
Dead.
owned Breaking Bad, I believe, and I can't remember who owned Mad Men, but AMC basically owns The Walking Dead. They're making that money. So, that's why Fear's on. Did my nose make that noise?
Yeah, that was weird.
Sorry, guys.
No, Fear the Walking Dead.
I've heard it, and I've heard Fear is so much better than the regular show now. And I'm down to catch up on that show.
Yeah, I'm out.
All right. Well, sorry.
I'm just giving my 2 cents. Jeez, calm down.
Hey, buddy, can I borrow a couple, like, 2 pennies?
No.
Okay.
So how many do you think season 9 is going to be the last season?
No, my prediction is season 11, because they're not even talking about, like, I keep up on the news, and they haven't talked about ending the show anytime soon. As of 2 years ago, Kirkman said he wanted to go 20 seasons, when I'm like, okay, chill out, dude. Just calm down.
It
It
gets to a point where it's got to go. It's like kind of like, Lost was so big for so long.
Yeah.
And then it just kind of petered out. That's exactly what's happening with The Walking Dead.
It's like America's Funniest Home Videos. Back in the 90s, we were all watching it. Now, nobody watches it anymore. It's still on. Nobody cares about it.
Is it really still on?
Yeah, I think so. And now everybody just watches YouTube. Nobody cares. Get out of here, Alfonso Fenzarelli, the guy
Bob
from
Saget.
No, the guy from Fresh Prince, I think, does it.
I know, but I like
Carlton.
Bob Saget.
Well, yeah, everybody likes Bob Saget. Come on.
Come on.
Come on. Yeah, so I think season 11 is when it's going to end, and then Fear is going to stay on for, I don't know, another 30,000 seasons. Who knows?
It's like Walking Dead. It's something I've not really been into it
Yeah.
ever.
It's sad because some of the people think like some of the worst seasons were like season 2, and I miss season 2 after watching like the last couple seasons. Like, season 2 was great. Give me Rick, Shane, and Lori Love triangle all day. Give it to me.
My favorite still was the governor.
He was great.
He was the best villain they had.
Lasted way too long, but it was great.
It was good.
Lasted a season and a half. I think we've talked that part in the comics only lasted 5 books.
Jeez.
The whole governor arc, 5 books.
Well, because they built that prison and
I know
were
they
like,
had to use it. I know they built the whole set. Anyway, sorry.
I'm looking forward to, like, I've maybe just seen a little bit of it. I look forward to being able to just watch that, just to really binge this.
Yeah.
Like crazy when I retire, and I can just sit and eat something up, basically.
You say retire?
Yeah, you did.
Yeah.
You know what's cool? You know what I like about season 1 is they did the the Mad Max Fury Road thing. The whole season 1, it's only 6 episodes, but they did every episode of season 1 in black and white for like special features. Cool. Because the comic is black and white. There's no, it's only black and white inside of the comic, and I think that was cool for season 1. They did the whole season 1 in black and white. All 6 episodes. Episode 1, I'll still say it. Episode 1 of Walking Dead, one of the best pilots I've ever seen. It's tense. It's scary. There's barely anything said in the first like 30, 40 minutes, but that's okay. It's really good.
It seems like the beginning of it has a Battlestar Galactica.
It reminds me of 28 Days Later.
Yeah, it does to me too. And I'm not saying that they copied that 28 Days. I've never seen Battlestar. Sorry.
Okay.
But what's funny is they've never come out. Either person who made the 28 Days Later and Walking Dead comic and 28 Days Later came out in the same year.
Oh wow.
And no one's ever said, "Oh, they stole." Like Kirkman never said they stole my idea or Kirkman stole their idea. But it literally, guy wakes up in a hospital.
Yeah,
there's a zombie apocalypse. But there wasn't when he went in. It's funny how similar they are, and both came out in 2004.
That's funny. No, Battlestar Galactica is amazing.
If you say so.
The reason I bring that up is it just seems like there's at the beginning of Walking Dead, there's what's really good is there's the early, the world has ended, everything is crazy, people are just figuring it out, and it's settling. Like as the dust settles, is one of the that's one of the most fun times.
Oh yeah,
really, it's when things are the most chaotic.
I know, but that's what was kind of crappy about Walking Dead is you missed the craziness.
Well, even with Fear, you missed it too.
Yeah, that's what sucks about this series is they don't show the mayhem.
Fear tricked you because Fear is a prequel technically, and the show starts before the zombie apocalypse happens. They said you're going to see how it happens. It starts before, you see a little bit, and then it jumps to 2 weeks later. I'm like, that's not the start. We missed the start of the zombie apocalypse. They roped you in, and that's why I wanted to see it. Because they promoted it as you're going to see the beginning of the zombie apocalypse.
And what did they do?
They jumped ahead 2 weeks.
Yep. It was bull.
So stupid. But yeah, that's it. That's all I got.
All right. So a little subject change, but something that I wanted to bring up because we've talked about this a couple times on the show, and I'm interested to hear about it.
Okay.
I don't really have the ability to play it myself. This is the IGN review of the PS4 Spider-Man game.
Oh, I'm so excited for this.
Oh, yeah.
It looks amazing, and I think Logan, do you have a PS4?
I don't. No.
Buddy, do you have a PS4?
Yep.
Oh, you do? I thought you only had an Xbox.
No.
Oh, come on.
No, I'm joking. I don't have one.
I'm the only one with the PS4. I have a PS4.
Do you?
Yeah, I do. And I'm going to get this game.
Oh, well, we're going to have to go to Sprinkle's house.
Nobody's coming to my house.
Yeah, we are
yes, we
gonna
are.
watch it.
Oh, yes, we
We're
are.
gonna play it.
Watch it.
So this
And play it.
this game was the biggest thing out of what's the video game convention?
G4.
It's
E3.
E3. There it is.
F4.
FU.
It's somewhere around there, Anyways, but this was the biggest thing to come out of Z17
Since sliced bread.
Z17.
this year that we were the most
Bunker
excited about. It
23.
seemed like people were the most excited about that just caught fire the most was the new Spider-Man game for PS4.
From U2. Yeah, I know.
We talked about it a couple different times. We had a whole conversation about different Spider-Man games and why they're fun.
I think other than like a few of the Elder Scrolls stuff, it was one of the most hyped games from E3.
Yeah, agreed.
And it has been for a year or more. Everything I've seen, all the trailers, all the screens, like all the screen caps of it, looks just beautiful.
So this game is out now, and I got a pretty good write-up on it from IGN.com.
Yeah.
So at its core, Insomniac Games' new adventure strives to make you feel like Spider-Man, and thankfully, Marvel Spider-Man on PS4 succeeds at nearly every swing across Manhattan's rooftops. I was delighted at nearly every step of its 15-hour adventure thanks to a surprisingly deep tale that mines the plights of both Spider-Man and Peter Parker to great emotional success. Underpinning that engrossing narrative is an excellent set of web-slinging mechanics, which combined with fun gadgets and plenty of puns makes for thrilling action in both the massive set pieces and in the quiet, confined corridors of tense sequences. Insomniac's first array into the realm of Marvel superheroes is a continually exciting adventure whose open world and combat are only occasionally caught up in a web of overly familiar trappings.
Yeah, I heard somebody talk about it. Like I watched a YouTube review of it, and it's always good when somebody says like, yes, RPG games are long. All of them. They are all long. Mm-hmm. But most of these type of games and shooters and even like shooters are like 2 hours long, the story mode.
Right.
Pretty much.
15 hours is a long time.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And that's, I heard it was like 5, the main, if you just did main quest, no side quest, it's like 6 hours. And that's crazy. That's really good for this type of game.
Yeah.
So I am excited. I'm not excited to spend like almost $70 on a game, because I haven't done that in like 5 years. But I am excited to play this game.
And it's only on PS4, right?
Correct.
Correctamundo.
Fundo.
Palundo.
So
Stop it.
I think you guys will be excited to hear that swinging around feels quite simply spectacular.
I would imagine.
There is a small learning curve, but after getting comfortable with the basics, it's nearly effortless to make Spider-Man look graceful in every swing, leap, and lunge. And man, does it feel good to find the right mix of jumping, crawling, web zipping, and wall running.
Yeah, this feels like the best mod for Grand Theft Auto. Like, if you imagine Grand Theft Auto, but you're playing as Spider-Man. That's what I imagine it feeling like. And I just cannot wait to watch.
What would Alexa have to say?
I don't know. She's not plugged in, but she's on top of my microphone. I think she looks cool on top of my microphone. I like her.
It's like a hockey puck.
You're a hockey puck, Don Rickles.
Do you want to see my knuckle puck?
Oh gosh, is that Mighty Ducks 1 or 2? I think
It's
that's 1.
Dose.
It's 2.
All right. Knuckle Puck wasn't in 1.
No, because it's a kid
it's the
from
second
LA.
guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're right.
Team USA. All the way.
Oh, I miss the Mighty Ducks.
Oh, I love Mighty Ducks. Except what happened to Goldberg.
Oh, he's up in Reading.
Yeah.
Getting sloshed.
Slished.
Yeah.
So the description of the Spider-Man game goes on to say, I spent hours just soaring around the skyscrapers of New York City, testing the momentum of my swings to find just the right point to gain an extra boost of speed, or leaping off the Avengers Tower to test how close to the ground I could fall just to swing out in the nick of time. So similar to how God of War's Leviathan axe felt so good to throw around. Did you guys play this?
Oh, yeah.
Anyone?
Yep.
No.
So Insomniac has found a web-spun gold with Spider-Man's swinging mechanic, enhancing it with additional moves like focal point web zip that allowed me to turn any ledge, beam, or satellite tower into a jumping off point to continue my non-stop movement.
There you go.
Open world transversal hasn't been this smooth since Sunset Overdrive,
I don't know that.
No.
I don't know.
which not coincidentally Insomniac also developed.
Look
So
at them.
it sounds like to me, this is if you can create the feeling of being Spider-Man, just whipping around the city, jumping off of buildings, and just web slinging around.
That'd be
That's
cool
what's
to do in
really
VR.
cool.
It sounds like Insomniac's doing the Lord's work over there. really does. But yeah, no, I will be playing it and getting back. It might take a month or so, but I'll be playing it. I'm trying to save for Disneyland.
Oh, when are you going?
December.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
that
can't
will
wait
be
for
nice.
Star Wars Land to open.
That's
Yeah.
2019.
Yeah, it's
know.
next year. There's a lot of just construction and stuff I think that's going on
Right.
at Disneyland right now.
You seen the aerial
Did
views?
they get the new hotel figured out yet at the end of Downtown Disney?
I don't know. I haven't been there since I was 16.
I was reading about
Wow.
Downtown Disney. They were gonna put in a whole new kind of high end hotel that was sort of not quite as nice as the Grand Californian, but a little bit better than the Disneyland hotel. And then there was all this tax break situation with the city of Anaheim.
Does that mean they're putting 2 hotels in? Because there's going to be a hotel in Star Wars Land. Right?
Is there?
I'm pretty sure there's a hotel. Like it's a Star Wars themed
Yeah,
hotel.
it's a Star Wars themed hotel, but that might be the one at Downtown Disney.
Is there?
Yeah. and it's connected to the park. I think I could be totally wrong, but I'm pretty
They
sure
are building a Star Wars hotel.
maybe. Yeah, I don't think
In,
it's
in Anaheim
Yeah.
or in Florida?
No,
Anaheim.
it's in Anaheim. Yeah.
We're gonna be able to stay in Padme's room.
I'll check.
Yes, please.
I'll check into this and then we'll
All right.
report back. This is something we're gonna have to start discussing. Is we're from California, Star Wars land at Disneyland.
I mean, we're in California, so we're basically like 20 minutes away from Disneyland.
I want to
right?
get season passes next year,
dude.
so we
We
go
can
all
surf
the
down
time.
there in like 15 minutes, bro.
Cha, bro.
Ah,
I've been half of my life. I haven't been to Disneyland. Isn't that crazy? I've only been when I was 16, and I'm 32 now. That's crazy.
Jeez.
Math is crazy. Math.
1 plus 1 is 2.
What was that?
Sidekick Mayo.
Sorry, I couldn't hear over Buddy interrupting.
So
At least I have a cone of Dunshire.
we got a couple bits of sidekick mail that we definitely want to share here. So first we have some from Johnny,
Hi, Johnny.
What up, Johnny?
one of our favorite listeners from Norway. This is a fantastic kind of like dual segment
Yeah.
message from Johnny that I really like the flow of how this goes from one thought to the next. So Johnny says, "Hello, my good friends. I hope you are all well.
We are.
I'm nearly all caught up on your podcast." He's at episode 106.
No,
At
he's
this point.
higher now, isn't he?
Yeah.
He's at this point when he writes this
Oh.
message, he's at 106.
Got
We're
it.
at 122 today. You are listening to 122 right now.
I think he's all caught up now. I'm pretty sure he is.
So
Sorry.
this is a blowout to Jay Jackal. Who the hell does he think he is? If you ain't got something nice to say, then shut the F up and go cry into your mommy.
Wow.
Ooh,
I've been
burn.
listening to you hate against these guys for a lot of the episodes. They don't deserve your crappy, lazy ass whining. Buddy, Manny, Aaron, and Logan are making a great podcast. So if you have
Thanks,
so
Johnny.
much daddy issues that you have to take it out on someone, write it down and shove it up your pineapple hole.
Wow.
Now that I got that out of
Wait,
my system, I
pineapple
just
hole?
want to say,
Oh.
keep up the awesome work.
Thanks,
Johnny.
Did he say pineapple hole?
He did say pineapple hole.
I've never heard that.
I like that.
Aaron, where do you usually keep pineapple?
In my hole?
Then you know what? Take this and put it there.
Boom shakalaka.
So that was one, and then actually shortly after,
Yeah.
How many minutes?
Johnny wrote back and said, "Sorry for the angry hate email against Jay Jackal. You really don't have to be.
No.
No.
I don't feel like at all.
He's never-
fine.
completely deserving.
Yeah. He's not going to do anything.
No.
But that guy just pisses me off with his hating.
It's okay.
Agreed. You know.
Definitely.
What I liked about Jay Jackal is, unlike Buddy, where he directs his hate just towards me, Jay Jackal used to just direct hate towards everyone. He hated it all, which I
true.
liked. I liked equal opportunity hate. That's what I enjoyed.
I like directing mine towards sprinkles.
I know you do. Thanks. Thank you, friend.
You're welcome.
I've now finished all the podcast episodes from start until now, and I can't just wait. And episode 122 just can't come quick enough.
Oh, when is that one coming out? Is that what we're doing right now?
Right now.
Not like later now or earlier?
When will
122.
when will then be now?
Correct.
Soon.
Right now is it was the present, and now it's the past. But the past is now the past, and the future will be the present soon enough.
Now.
Oh, just passed.
I love your show, and I'm still talking about it to everyone I know and promoting you in every way I can. I also wanted to give a shout out to a bunch of people who have been on the show and who are a big part of what it has become. Manny, Robin, Bird, Goat, Michelle, Sheila, Hector, Indian Viking, a.k.a. Sunny. Love you all, and thanks for being a big part of the best podcast ever. Thanks, Logan, Buddy, and Aaron for keeping it real. Best regards to your biggest fan from Norway, Johnny.
Can I just look? You would know better than anybody. Michelle, your lovely fiance.
Yeah.
About to be your wife any day now. Has she ever been on the show?
9 days away.
Has she actually had her voice on the show? I'm not trying to say she's horrible or anything. I'm just saying I don't think she's been on the show proper.
No,
she's helped with the show.
she is
with
definitely-
one of our best episodes, the Valentine's Day episode.
That is still today. Everybody talks
But
about that.
I don't
show.
think she never wanted to be on, right?
No, she doesn't like the sound of her own voice.
Which is crazy because I don't like the sound of your voice, but I have to hear it.
That's true.
Yep. What else, Logan? What do you got?
I think we're good.
Cool.
Just remember.
I have a
sidekicks.
days of the week, though. Here's the thing.
I
don't ever want to I don't ever want to forget that. Did you guys know it's Barbie Doll Day?
What kind of Barbie doll? Ken, Barbie.
Did I say Ken Doll Day? Did I say it's
Yeah, but
Ken
they're
Doll
bi-
Day? Did I say it's Ken's cousin Eric Barbie Eric Doll Day?
Rogers Day.
Who's Roger? There's no Roger in the Barbie mythos.
How do you know?
Because I have a 7-year-old daughter. I know these things.
You can't even remember what you had for breakfast this morning.
A banana.
No, it's what you had just when you got here.
But I also did have one for breakfast.
I don't believe you.
Oh my God. It's also read a book day, guys. Go read a book. I'm going to listen to a book because I like audiobooks better because I have a short
not
attention.
reading a book.
You know, can you just let me have it? It's reading with my ears.
Reading Rainbow.
LeVar Burton. It's all full circle. And then the movies that are out this week, guys. The Nun in the Conjuring universe.
The Nunnery?
No, just The Nun. There's no Uri. It's just N-U-N.
Down at the Nunnery.
That's not a thing. Isn't that the nunnery is that's nunnery isn't a word, right? It's like the convent.
I got the laughs going on here.
At this point, I don't feel like the English language is something that Buddy's particularly
okay.
concerned
I'm getting delirious.
with.
That's fine. And then also, I don't know how I feel about this movie, but it's Jennifer Garner in like a John Wick type of action movie called Peppermint. It's a legit action movie with Jennifer Garner. And it doesn't look half bad. Doesn't look half good, but it doesn't look half bad either. So that's all I got. Sorry. Where can they find us, buddy?
They can find us on Instagram at Hardly Heroes. They can find us on Facebook at Hardly Heroes. They can find us on Twitter at Hardly Heroes.
Boom
shakalaka. They can email the show at hardlyheroes@gmail.com or just go to the best website on the intrawide web at Hardly Heroes.
Website.
BS website.
At where?
hardlyheroes.com.
Thank you.
And you can find out about us and all the goods about the people we talk about on the show.
All the goods.
New events coming up. You can read our bios. Aaron's is
wonderful.
Horrendous.
It's great. It's the best thing on the internet right now.
I don't think so. And you can see pictures of us.
Ugh.
And remember, guys, tell your friends about the show. We love when people interact.
He did it twice.
And I wanted to thank everybody that came out
to
the movie event. That was super fun. Thank you, Logan, for putting that together. And, just you guys have a good night.
Bye-bye.
I do.